And before I will mention those who sponsored us, because of the truth, we had people who sponsored the protest. I am here to answer 3 important questions that people have been asking me and sending messages to me after they noticed I was in the forefront of the protest. The first question most people have been asking has been, Omobenue, was the protest necessary? Let me tell you what the protest did. Very Dark Man heard our voices, watched the videos we were doing live, came down to Benue State and projected our voices. And this is what happened. The Pope spoke loud and clear about it. Almost all the media houses projected our voices, posted the situation and what we were going through in Benue State. Bigger celebrities, smaller celebrities, all the celebrities and influencers spoke about it. Protests were held in Abuja, protests were held in Lagos, Delta State, and a lot of our brothers and sisters in diaspora came out to speak about it. Most importantly, the president of Nigeria postponed everything he was doing and visited the people of Benue State. So for those of you who were asking if the protest was necessary, now I have been able to answer that part. And to those who said I was paid to bring a Very Dark Man, I was not paid to bring Very Dark Man. You already know Very Dark Man cannot be paid. He heard our voices, he came and he projected us. The second question has been, Omobenue, the governor is your brother. Why do you want to destroy his government? I think anyone asking this question is an enemy of the state and an enemy to my brother's government. I am not against my brother, the governor of Benue State. In fact, when I was adopted, when I was taken away, he made every possible way for my release. He did everything possible for my release. And the governor, for those of you who care to know, the governor is the reason why I am in Benue State. He called me and he said I should come to Benue State. And I've been in Benue State. And remember, he is my motivator. He said something. He said, no one is more Benue than the other. So if the governor was in my shoes, he would have even done 10 times more. And by the way, the governor himself has been speaking about this. The protest was for us to project his voice and the voice of others who were crying. 75%, if not 80% of the people who came out to protest were for the government, were not against the government. So for those of you who think protesting is being against someone's government, in 100 years to come, I can never be against my brother and his government because I am part of the government. And let me tell you why I can never be against, or anybody can come in between me and the executive governor of Benue State. In 2022, I took a risk. I was called all the way from Lagos. That was the first meeting held. Most people who are with him today never even believed that he was going to be the governor of Benue State. I came to Makurdi. I think the organizer of that was the current SEMA boss, Sayorapu. The meeting was held at Top Choice Kitchen, for those of you who were there in 2022. And we tagged it Divine Mandate. A lot of you who are with him today never even believed that he was going to be the governor of Benue State. So you see how far I have been supporting and will keep supporting the governor of Benue State. We came out for the lives that were lost. We came out for the massacre. So for those of you who think that this was being against the government, no. And before I will mention those who sponsored us, because of the truth, we had people who sponsored the protest. I will say that to you. But before I will say that, I want to say this. I am not very small in my state. I am not too small to be invited officially. I think I am too big to be bundled away or to be carried away by unknown faces and be treated and be malhandled like they did to me. I am not pained. The trauma and the pains and everything I'm going through, I believe is for the people who could not speak for themselves. It's for the people who lost their lives. But I am appealing that if next time they feel I have done something against the laws of the state, I should be invited officially. I will never run away. I only left because there were lots of people advising and a lot of threats. That's why I left. I didn't run away. And immediately after this video, I will be coming back to Benue State. And if there are questions that they need me to answer, and you should all know, wherever I go, I'm always with my cameras and I have evidence of everything that happened during the protest. I was with my people on ground. Everything that was done was documented. So if they feel I am against or I went against the law, I should be invited. To answer your questions, because a lot of people said I was paid, I was sponsored, that we were done this and that. Yes, we were. These were the people, the list of people who sponsored the protest. Number one, that woman who said in that video that 5 of her children and her mother were killed. And that family that everybody was murdered and none was left to tell the story. And that woman who cannot go to the market or to her farm for anything. To that man who cannot visit his farmland. To those women who are in the IDP camps. And to those women who are lying on the floor at the international market. Not to buy, but because they have become Hamite or because they are running away from these headers. These are the list of the people who sponsored the protest. And to every youth who came out, thank you. To every youth who spoke out, thank you. To everyone who shared our voices, thank you. If we have every reason to come out again, we will do it more than 100-fold. Because the time has come for us to keep fear behind us. Coming out to protest does not mean we are against anybody. And to every youth, do not allow anybody to use this to manipulate you against anybody. We know our leaders that love us. We are only against the killings in Benue State. That's all I have to say for now. And for most of you who are saying some people were in the government house for this, and that, that is not what we should be talking about now. What if they were asked to speak for the protesters? And another question, what if only the male were invited? Will you be saying all these things you're saying? This is not the time for us to be divided, but this is the time for us to be united, to stand with the government to fight the insecurity in our state. It doesn't matter how we're going to fight. It doesn't matter who we're going to offend, as long as the state will be quiet and peaceful. That's all we want. Thank you, and God bless you. And for those of you who have been putting calls, sending messages and text messages, I am fine. Apart from the trauma, God bless you. Thank you for the care. Thank you for the love. My name is Omobenue. Peace out.